Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another feature match commentary for my online Discord tournament. This match is going to be Destroyer the Second on Megalith versus Boars on Generaider Dogmatika. So this is the match that actually won the poll on my community tab. If you guys aren't aware, I am currently hosting an ongoing Discord tournament that is online, current format TCG for dueling books. So if you're interested in joining future tournaments, we don't have to have you, feel free to join the Discord server in the link in the description box down below. But yeah, these are two very interesting rogue decks that certainly have potential and power plays in the current format, but are somewhat less popular, of course, compared to the top tier decks right now. But yeah, these are these are decks that can certainly take wins off of the best decks if not respected appropriately. And you guys are gonna have to forgive me on the commentary for this one if it's not gonna be as shrewd in terms of analyzing like specific combo lines or the most ideal ways to play the decks. I'm just going to be more focusing on the interactions between the two, because I have a basic understanding of how the cards function, but I'm not a seasoned player of either of these decks, to be sure. So we're just going to go ahead and carry on here and just watch what unfolds, because I watched this replay quite a while ago and I can't quite recall what happened, so it'll be pretty interesting. But we see Boars winning the RPS and going to be electing to go first. So let's see. We have a pretty interesting opener hand. You usually want to see, or opening hand rather, for the Generaider build. You usually want to see Boss Stage, of course, because that's like the card that generates all their advantage. Generates. But anyways, yeah, we have a hand trap. We have Super Poly, which is an interesting main deck choice, particularly because I don't consider Super Poly to be a very strong card in this format, but it is nice as just an equalizer if you don't really want to run that many hand traps. We see Ash here. We see Trap Trick, which can get boss fight, I believe. It's the one that can search the field spell. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, you can Trap Trick set it to get the field spell, so he has it. Actually has access to it. This can also grab punishment, which is cool. We have Ecclesia, and then we have Mardell, which is basically a Rhoda on summon for generators or plants. And then for Megalith, we see some of the tech choices. So this deck can toolbox fairly effectively, so that's why you see cards like Sheena Bear and Peacock. A lot of you guys probably know, if you are familiar at all with this deck, with the Magician of Black Chaos Max tech, or just, it's not really a tech anymore, but it is basically an option that this deck has to be able to just shut out your opponent of monster effects during their turn. You can run cards like the Sheena Baron or Sheena Baroness. You can run just a plethora of other cards that are just generic ritual support. So it's pretty decent. We see Extravagance, so no like Deskbot combos with Needle Fiber or anything. We see Haggith, Inception, and then Aratron. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started here. We're going to normal summon Ecclesia for Generaider, or Generaider Dogmatika. That's going to go ahead and activate to search punishment. And then probably just going to set 3 and pass. And then during the end of the main phase, we see Aratron. So it can pitch itself to ritual summon a Megalith from your hand, and then you tribute just monsters that equal or exceed the level. So summon out Haggith here, and then on summon this one adds spells or traps. And I believe it's Ophiel that adds the monsters. That's gonna be met with an Ash, and then play is gonna pass over, and we see a top decked Candle. I'm pretty sure the incantation lineup is fairly small in this deck. I'm not sure if there's a particularly standard list, especially when Block Dragon got banned. But yeah, the imps I'm pretty sure are just like a smaller portion of the engine, because the real big incantation is the Chalice Slime, and this card's also really good. Just being able to special one from your deck if it's engraved. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead, probably start off with just Extravagance here, of course. See what we pick up. That's going to pick up a Talismandra and a Manju. So yeah, holding off on the Trap Trick here, probably because Boars wants to get value out of the punishment before being forced to use the Generator Trap. I think it's called Boss Fight. I can't remember though. You're gonna have to excuse me on that. Yeah, so Manju is gonna be normal summon and add Ophiel. This is the one that adds monsters. So yeah, this deck basically can set up like Aratron to disrupt on your opponent's turn, because this can summon out Bethor, which is the one that pops cards equal to the number, or up to the number of ritual monsters in the grave. So that's like one of the major disruptors. And then Unformed is a quick play ritual that can also like help facilitate quick, or just disruption on your opponent's turn. On resolution, we're gonna see punishment. That's gonna send Entis to target Manju, it looks like, and Entis is gonna pop the Haggith, and then on resolution, trap check is gonna come down. So yeah, like I said, just want to get value off the punishment first before going for... Yeah, it is boss fight, cool. Before going for boss fight and getting a stage onto the field. This also forces your opponent to draw one to trigger stage. So drawing a Manju, that's pretty dead because already normal summoned. But it still is a level 4 to be able to use for tribute fodder. That's pretty decent. Stage is going to go ahead and summon out a Lopter from deck. This is basically their Lone Fire. It's quick effect during the main phase to just tribute a Generator and then special one from deck. And then summon out 3 tokens because of the boss stage. And then Lopter is going to go ahead and tribute a token to summon out probably Har. That's like their major disruptor. Yeah. So this is like their Omni Negate that also forces your opponent to send monsters if they add cards from deck to hand. So yeah, we're going to see a Candle being or coming down next to reveal the Inception. And that's going to be negated by Har. So that's going to tribute the 2 tokens, negate and destroy. And then Talisman is going to come down next to reveal the Ophiel that we already knew was in hand, was searched off the Manju. And the Talisman can bring out Pentaplume to add from grave. So this one adds back Haggith, which is the spell and trap searcher. Yeah, so the searches for these cards are notably not once per turn. The only once per turns are the main phase ritual effects. So that is something to note. Inception comes down next to bring out Haggith, and that's going to search for a spell or trap. I think there's no more disruptions on the side of Boars unless if this can somehow make something, but I don't know what Super Poly targets he's on. I don't really like look at the lists as I'm commentating. I just prefer to save it to the end. But yeah, Portal's going to come down here, which allows you to add back rituals if a Megalith monster is special summoned. So that's like a 1-of, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Haggith is going to be able to tribute probably itself to bring out Ophiel. It has to be itself, I'm pretty sure, because it has to include this card. Yeah, it has to include this card. So yeah, bring out Ophiel. Ophiel summons itself to bring out a monster. Or searches a monster, rather, to grab Fool. Let's see, Ophiel is going to activate to... Oh, alright, so Har... Okay, so Har was activated there. I was wondering like how Manju got sent to grave, but it was Har. I didn't read the chat. Yeah, so Har got discarded, or sent off of... Or sorry, Manju got sent because of Har. All these names, man. And then Fool is going to go ahead and be summoned off of the Ophiel, and that's going to go ahead and target Archon to bring it back to hand, and it also copies the level. And then Portal can also bring back a monster as well. So this can notably target any ritual. It doesn't have to be a Megalith. Same with this. So these can add back any ritual. That's why the toolbox is really nice. Because you only have to play like one of like the Shino Baron cards, or like if you play... There's... I'm trying to think of other generic rituals. You could play like, I guess, Lord of the Red. You could play like Amorphactor Pain, I'm pretty sure, is another like generic one. I'm not really sure what other cards like you can play, but there's a lot of decent generic rituals that you can opt to run for particular matchups, which is really nice. And because these can add anything back, you don't have to really worry about like bricking on them. So yeah. Let's see. So Fool is now level 8. So this can also ritual summon. This one's a quick effect during the main phase. The level 4s are just during your turn, but this is during either player's turn. So let's see. Gonna go ahead and activate Fool to send Aeratron to summon Bethor. This is the one that pops, so there's 3 pops at the moment. So this one can get rid of, let's see. There's gonna be Super Poly, Ecclesia, and Har. These monsters are relatively small, so I guess it's kind of hard to beat over things by themselves. There is Phaleg, which is the one that like boosts your monsters. And it looks like it's gonna be a pass. So this can tribute. Does this have to include itself as well? No, it doesn't. Yeah, we just saw it. So yeah, it doesn't have to include itself. So there's still a possible disruption. Like if there's multiple Bethor, you can like tribute Bethor to summon another Bethor. It doesn't have to be a different name, I don't think. Nope, it doesn't have to be. So yeah, you can like grab another Bethor and then pop 4 on your opponent's turn, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this Shino Baron is kind of dead right now because this you can only summon Megaliths off this one, but you still have a pretty decent recursive engine because you can portal back something as well. You can portal back for like Eritron and then like get another summon, possibly. If you have, well, that would be the only Megalith in hand, right? So yeah, that probably wouldn't be a viable play at that point. So maybe you just add back one of the level 4s off the portal. Just trying to think ahead as far as like what Megalith would try and do in this scenario. But yeah, the Generator player is going to pick up a boss quest. That's not a great draw because we already have a stage still on field. There's not really a whole lot to be able to do if you are Generator, because I'm pretty sure like you can't play too many of the big bosses because they're just basically they're kind of bricks. You want to summon them from deck. As far as I'm concerned, again, I'm not like a seasoned Generator player, but that is as far as my knowledge is concerned. I'm gonna go ahead and activate boss quest to pitch the Mardell, or reveal the Mardell, not pitch it. So adding boss stage. Ooh, looks like there's only 2 copies of boss fight. This adds up to 2. They have to be different names, but just spells or traps. And that puts on the bottom. I believe the deck was accidentally shuffled there, but it's not going to make a big difference. Because we're going to use a Lopter, so that shuffles the deck anyway. Gonna go ahead and bring back the Mardell that was just shuffled in, so that gets a search for another monster. It's going to be another Lopter. So it's probably just going to be normal summoned. Maybe you go battle phase to try and force full because this only activates during the main phase. So yeah, it depends on how familiar you are with Megalith, because I'm pretty sure this is not a one of the Bethor, so you probably are able to just go battle phase before summoning. Yeah, so here end of main 1, yeah, you could just go for another Bethor and pop everything. Which, to be fair, I'm not sure if the extra Lopter would have been that relevant. Because, like, if, you know, Boris went battle phase and just forced the full right there and had only 2 cards popped, like, normal summon Lopter and activate boss stage, I don't know if that would have been significantly better than just, you know, right now, which is only boss stage. It looks like Megalith is just in a good position because the portal added back the Ophiel here. So just more follow-up. So draw phase, stage is going to be used. Going to summon a copy of Utgarda, which is basically the banish one. As a quick effect, you just banish a card in the field, not just monsters. Stage is going to summon 4 tokens, and I believe... Oh, he's going to use Utgarda immediately. So maybe getting rid of Fool here? Yeah, gonna get rid of Fool. So at this point, there's no extra disruption, so Megalith is pretty much free to pop off completely. We see... Actually, because these don't activate in hand, so I'm trying to think what Megalith can do from here. Let's see. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you guys might be typing in the comments right now, but yeah, going battle phase wouldn't have done anything because this gives battle protection. I forgot about that. So yeah, battle phase wouldn't have really done anything there. So yeah, all of the cards would have been popped regardless. So yeah, this is pretty strong. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so there's Inception and Grave. So this can send an Imp to Grave, and then special summon a different one from deck. And then adds itself back. So Talismandra can add a ritual monster. Yeah. Grab Phaleg. This is the attack booster one. Let's see. Inception is going to tribute Talismandra to summon out Ophiel, which searches a monster. Grab Eritron. So Eritron can summon Phaleg as well. It can like tribute the Shino Baron here, if desired. Also, Portal can trigger here as well. Okay, so it looks like Ophiel is going to summon out Hagith first, which is going to grab a Megalith spell. The only one left, I imagine, is the Unformed. Yeah. Well, the only name left. There's still 3 copies of it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So yeah, unformed, gonna go ahead and summon. So this one summons one from deck, whose level is half of what you tribute, basically. Wait, unless if I'm just totally reading that wrong. I'm pretty sure it has to be exactly twice. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna say yeah, that's the wrong target. Yeah, so Ophiel here is gonna be the target. So that again isn't once per turn to search. So you grab a Fool. And then Haggith tributes both of them to probably grab. Does Eritron do anything on field actually? I just didn't even read its effect. Okay, so can I get targeting effects? So that's pretty decent. Although Utgarda was already used, so probably just gonna be Shino Baron. Yeah, that summons. Wait. Ah, so these summon anything. Okay, so these ones summon anything. Fool summons only the Megaliths, and same with Eritron. So yeah, they all have like different conditions. Yeah, so Shino Baron can just bounce everything. And also Portal can go ahead and add something back. Oh, was Ophiel already used this turn? Yeah, Ophiel got the Haggith to begin with. Yep, so that was actually not a legal play. But you could just do Eritron to summon Phaleg. I'm pretty sure that's a play. I think that might be the play here. Did we use Haggith to summon yet? I'm not sure. I'm losing track of everything that's happening. I'm not going to lie. But okay, so let's see. Eritron was discarded to tribute Haggith to grab Fool. And then Portal and Fool both activate, grabbing back Eritron and also Bethor. This is also level 8 right now. And I guess you could just go for Full summon Bethor. Yeah, and that's gonna be game number 1. So yeah, excuse me again if I'm just like totally getting confused here. It's literally me just trying to remember all the restrictions because they all have very, very specific clauses. And you guys know that I'm not a Megalith player. So anyways, we're gonna go move on to game 2 here. Generator has opened Ecclesia, Lopter, Utgarda, Solemn Judgment, and Veiler. So no access to boss stage here. It looks like it's just a Punishment, Judgment, Veiler opening. Which I'm not quite sure if that's strong enough to beat Megalith, but we'll see. Oh, it looks like it's going to be Normal Summon Lopter first. Does Mardell search generate spells or traps as well? It does. Okay, so I lied. There is boss stage access. Goes to show I don't know much about this deck either. So gonna go ahead and Mardell here for the boss quest to add both of them, which both the trap and the boss stage, which makes sense because you don't want your big guys in hand. Okay, so it looks like just gonna forego the Dogmatika play and go all in on Generator this turn, which is pretty reasonable. That's gonna be the end of the turn. And then draw phase, stage activates to summon Lopter from deck, and then bring out tokens here because of the boss stage. And then Lopter can't activate right now because it's draw phase, so gonna have to wait on like a Har. So Lightning Storm is gonna be the first card used because turn player priority. That's gonna hit spells and traps. That's gonna be met with a Judgment. So let's see. Are both of these effects once per turn? Only the token generating effect is once per turn. So yeah, I think you are still able to trigger boss fight to grab another monster off of a second copy of stage. I'm pretty sure you can do that. So Har's gonna come down here, and then we're gonna see a reveal of Talismandra, revealing Fool. Har's gonna go ahead and negate that. Are we going to see this boss fight? No. So Unformed is going to come down next. It's going to tribute the Bethor. And then that's going to summon a level 4 from deck. So possibly Haggith. Possibly Ophiel. Ophiel can search for Haggith and then tribute itself to summon it. But that's going to hit with Veiler. So that's just going to be a pass, looks like. Because you can't ritual summon here either. So yeah, there's no way to get out Fool from hand, and that's like the only play left that would happen. In this order, the red is dead. So play passes back to Boars, who draws Ash for turn. Gonna normal summon Ecclesia. Ecclesia going to grab Punishment probably. And this is going to just be big old beatdown. No portal, so no battle protection here. Gonna be a fair amount of damage. It's gonna be 54, I believe. Yeah. And then main phase 2, set punishment. So this is gonna be punishment plus Har plus Lopter, which can grab something, plus stage, which can grab something. So this can grab like Utgarda, and then you can grab like another monster, like maybe a Hala, if you want to like recur stuff if your board gets cleared. But yeah, that's just gonna be game here. Yeah, there was like so much advantage for Generator. So moving on to game number 3, we're gonna see Megalith go first, because I believe Generator went first both games 1 and 2. Right, so opening is gonna be Manju, double prep, Aeratron, and Phaleg. And then for Generator, it's Har, Ash, Ice Dragon's Prison, Strike, and Imperm. So let's see. We see double hand traps on the side of Generator. It's kind of hard. It's kind of tricky to like stop Megalith at point disruptions. So because depending on their hand, they can just keep going. And I feel like a single Ash isn't gonna stop them either. Yeah, it's gonna depend on like how effective the Imperm is gonna be, because I think you might have to just hit a level 4 to hope that you can shut off both the search and the on-field effective ritual summon during the main phase. So Manju comes down first. I'm pretty sure you just have to let that resolve. And that goes for Chalice Slime. And then Chalice Slime is going to discard itself. And that's going to summon a Candle from deck. Candle is going to try and add a ritual spell. That's going to be met with the Ash. Alright. That's a tricky thing though, because there's still 4 cards in hand, so, and we have double prep, so we can get access to Haggith, as well as Ophiel. So Aeratron can tribute one of these guys to summon Ophiel or Haggith, and you can grab Search and you can summon the other one. Oh, Phaleg also can do that, yeah, so either way. Yeah, so Phaleg, probably better to keep Aeratron because it's a quick effect. This one is only during your main phase. It doesn't specify during your main phase, but yeah, you just discard it. Let's see, so gonna get rid of Candle to summon Haggith. Haggith search for a spell or trap. That's gonna be impermed. So yeah, like I said, this like shuts off theoretically both the summon and the search. But Aeratron can follow up and summon Ophiel, which can grab a search and a summon as well. So like having access to both of these is like, yeah, really, really good. So yeah, Aeratron going to get rid of, discard itself, get rid of Haggith to bring out Ophiel. Ophiel is going to add a monster, probably Fool, so you can summon out the Fool, and then add stuff back. Or you can add back, possibly add back like Aeratron. Oh, just gonna grab another Haggith here. Interesting. So yeah, since the search isn't once per turn and we didn't attempt to use a summon yet, that's also a thing. So this can grab like Unformed, and we can like Unformed summon a Fool from deck. That works. So yeah, this grabs Unformed. Yeah, this grabs Unformed, and then we're gonna Unformed grab Fool. Yeah, so this got to Fool anyway. So I don't really know if that ordering made a difference. The difference, I guess, is like you get more rituals in Grave for Bethor to pop like a billion cards. Oh, this is a lot of pops. This is 6 pops. Alright, so Fool can add back Haggith. And then this can go ahead and summon from deck. So summons Ophiel. Ophiel adds another monster. So this grabs Aeratron. I'm wondering if there's a way... Oh, this... Oh, yeah, no, you just... You contribute Aeratron from hand, or you contribute both of these on field to grab Bethor, and that's like your interruption. Oh, overlaying for Granite. Alright, so we're gonna see a search for another rock. Alright, so we're gonna see Bethor. Okay, so this is going to... This is going to make it so that... Well, this discards itself for cost, right? So I'm not really sure if there's a way to Aeratron summon the Bethor, or if you still have to rely on Fool to do it. Oh, but yeah, this is like there's no like real way to break the board here. So it's just you're drawing another big generator boss. That's gonna be game. I'm not sure if that would have required. Actually, yeah, it was gonna be game because it was just gonna be a, you know, pop everything kind of situation. Maybe you like try and set one and declare end of main phase so you can like bait out full and then try and like set the other one. But apart from that, I don't think it would have been enough. Like regardless, there was so much. There's so much that the Megalith player would have had access to because like you can full summon. You can do it again next turn. So you can just keep cycling through and getting advantage. Because you can Bethor on their turn, and then you can like grab the level 4s back in your turn. Plus Granite would have been up still, so Granite would have searched like for another rock. So yeah, that was just so much advantage here. So that's gonna do it. Again, I apologize if this isn't the highest quality commentary that I've ever had in my channel. You're gonna have to excuse me, this is the nature of me commentating decks I'm not super familiar with, but hopefully you guys were entertained by the this matchup here, because this is needless to say not a very common matchup currently. But these are both decks that have a good amount of potential and can definitely take wins off the top tier decks of this current format. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comment section down below. Feel free to subscribe for more informative and competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on Discord, Twitter, or Twitch. All 3 links in the description as always. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys!